In this short video, I will show you the history and firepower of Hezbollah. This is what you need to know right now as bombs and rockets are being exchanged between Hezbollah of Lebanon and Israel. Let's go.
No one can do it better.
Hezbollah steps up attacks, IDF says, fueling fears of a wider conflict. It's already a wider conflict. Fears mounted that the Israeli-Gaza war could swell into a wider conflict amid rising cross-border attacks on northern Israel from Iranian-backed Hezbollah in Lebanon and expanding Israeli airstrikes across the region. Syria's state news agency said Israel struck the Damascus and Aleppo international airports, which caused major damage to the runways. In the West Bank, a rare Israeli airstrike hit a mosque, which the military said had been used as a command center for Hamas and Islamic Jihad. The potential for high escalation remained particularly high along Israel's northern border with Lebanon, where the Israeli military continued to evacuate towns in the face of more and more attacks from Hezbollah. About 100,000 Israelis have been evacuated nationwide, and another 100,000 have moved voluntarily. Yeah, that's pretty smart. Netanyahu said Hezbollah would be making the mistake of its life if it chose to enter the conflict. We will cripple it with unimaginable force, he said, saying the results would be devastating for Lebanon. Israel has fought 2 wars with Lebanon over the past 4 decades, the most recent in 2006, and tensions have simmered for years with Hezbollah, which the United States and others. Israeli authorities fear the group has been emboldened by the October 7th Hamas attacks on southern Israel. Anti-tank missiles were fired from Lebanon into 3 areas in Israel. Israel forces responded with tank and artillery fire and struck a Hezbollah observation post. U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin said, "What we're seeing is a prospect of a significant escalation of attacks on our troops and our people throughout the region." I told you, I got a video out there that says how the embassies in the United States is being attacked. Go look that up. Because of that, we will do what's necessary to ensure our troops are in a good position. They're protected and we have the ability to respond. Austin announced that the United States will send additional air defense systems to locations throughout the Middle East and transfer the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower aircraft carrier strike group to the Persian Gulf. The Pentagon reported several drone attacks on U.S. military positions in Iraq and Syria also. The State Department ordered non-emergency personnel in Iraq to leave the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad and the U.S. Consulate in Erbil amid threats of terrorism, kidnapping, and civil unrest. The U.S. Embassy in Beirut told American citizens who wish to depart Lebanon that they should leave now due to the unpredictable security situation. Israel cut water, power, and fuel to the 2.3 million Palestinians living in Gaza in response to the Hamas attack. Many there have been forced to rely on contaminated water, raising the risk of cholera and hypertension. Israeli strikes have also hit the Gazan schools, homes, and places of worship. More than 40 bodies have been buried in mass graves in Gaza City. Gaza Health Ministry said 4,700 people have been killed. 60% of the dead were women and children. I told you. Israel has issued evacuation orders to 17 hospitals operating in Gaza City. But remember, you can't bomb hospitals. That's against international law. Israel has repeatedly warned civilians in northern Gaza to flee south. While many Gaza residents appear to have followed the Israeli warnings, the United Nations says it has received reports of some civilians returning north due to the continuous bombardments in the south. And a verse for your inspiration and understanding. Revelation 16 verses 16 through 18. And he gathered them together in a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. And the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne, saying, "It is done." That's the Father. And there were voices and thunders and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not seen since men were upon the earth. So mighty an earthquake and so great.
وأكرر ما قلته في يوم القدس، أنه يمكن أن تخطئوا في التقدير فترتكبوا خطأ ما في غزة أو في الضفة أو في فلسطين أو في لبنان أو في سوريا أو في إيران، وقد يؤدي إلى تفجير كل المنطقة. قد يكون خطأكم في التقدير هو الذي يؤدي إلى الحرب الكبرى في المنطقة، والحرب الكبرى في المنطقة هي التي ستودي بكم إلى الهاوية إن لم تودي بكم إلى الزوال.
Quickly, you guys, I want to show you these videos that I've got here. Iran takes military action, Revolutionary Guard ready. Go to my channel and see this. Lebanon enters war, fights for the Palestinian people. We now have a regional conflict. This is the stuff they're not showing you on the mainstream news. Gaza hospital bomb. Syria and Hezbollah fight for the Palestinian people. These are all big reports. Syria officially enters war, pledges military support to the Palestinian people. This is an interview. This lady totally scorches the occupation and world leaders. Gotta see that one. This is the world protesting for Palestine. Pandora's box open. These are just some videos for you guys. This is Crown Prince Media. I am the Crown Prince. Let's go.
No one can do it better.